Hello, everyone. Welcome to the trip. I got my man, Mr. Tom, with me. We should have some other partners coming and joining us in a bit. But as you know, before we get into that, we'll show you this. This is DWTT coming to you from the Emirates. Hello, everyone. Like I said, welcome to the trip. Well, we got four. There's four of us on the show right now, as you can see. It's me, DWTT Gary. Got Mr. Tom. Mr. Tom, how you doing?
I am fantastic. How are you?
Sure. I'm doing good. And Mr. Tom is pulling out all the stops this holiday season. He's got two new people. I have not seen these guys. You want to introduce?
It's my boy, Derek 5.
Derek
And my boy,
5.
Derek 5.5.
5.5. I wonder why he's 0.5, but I can only imagine. Hello, we got Riddy's joining us. Riddy, how you doing? I'm doing well. How are you doing? I guess, Mr. Tom, how are you doing? Once again.
I'm fantastic, really.
Cool. And Ray's joining us. Welcome to the show, Ray. And you asked, oh, Tony. Well, Tony is here. He is late for some reason. I'm not sure why, but he has joined us.
Phone call, Gary.
How you doing? How you doing, Tony?
I'm doing all right. Had to do a phone call real quick.
No problem. And who are your partners that were there with you? Who are they? Got names.
One's a fellow Arsenal fan, like with what's that? Derek 2 and 5.5. Is that who it is?
No, Derek 5 supports Leeds and Derek 5.5 supports Huddersfield. There will be an Arsenal fan appearing though.
I thought you said
no. Derek 2 supports Arsenal.
That's why I thought the other one was Derek 2. Sorry.
You gotta get your
they
Derek.
all got red scarves.
You gotta get your Derek start. Yeah, but they don't look the same. Can you not tell the difference? Football is back and Arsenal are back. That is true.
Sorry, I can't tell the difference between Derek 2 and 5.
Yes, exactly that.
Yeah, Tony was late. He was late by almost a minute today.
No, you were late because you didn't start right at 7:30, Gary.
He did not say I was late. He says,
"Hey, I got a message that says you were late."
It's the holiday season, so I hope you don't mind me indulging.
Well, enjoy. Just a teddy bear toy. I don't know what's going on.
They're not teddy bears. They're polar bears and penguins.
Yeah. Well, the teddy bears toys. Come on. All right. So, anyways,
they're plushes.
Whatever you call them, they're teddy bears to most people. Anyways, but let's get into it.
If I grab Papa Smurf up there, you call him a teddy bear.
You know what he means. Let's move on. You don't have to go get it because we don't need to see it. Oh, jeez. I really don't need. You don't need to see that. But anyways. Yes, Tony. Tony, what are you doing?
It may be after 9 o'clock in England, but
yeah.
But I don't need to see your pelvis.
Yeah. You don't do that again. Just sit. As someone would say, just sit down, stay down, and.
I can't help clothes stick to me.
This is not the first time. You've been warned. The legal has talked to you about this. You know better than to get up and get.
Is that a teddy bear?
Evening panel. Hey, assembled. Welcome to the show.
Is that a teddy bear?
Yeah. Where's Matt? Where's Matt? We need to sing that song. Let's see if I can find Matt. Are you out there? Matt, are you out there?
We are top of the league. I said we are top of the league. We are top of the league. I say we are top of the league. We are top of the league. I say we are top of the league. What's up, fella?
That's not the song I wanted to hear from you, Matt.
Hey, man. You know what? I think Lee was been drinking some of the good stuff tonight, so I think he fell asleep. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go join the guys, and then if he hits me up, I'll go hop on with him. But yep, man. Hey, man, I'm feeling great, man. What a way to close out the year. I'm feeling good, fellas. I'm a happy man. Gary.
As you can see, these guys have been talking about their teddy bears, plushies, or penguins, or polar bears, or whatever they call them these days.
That's kind of a sexual thing.
Let's talk about this dub today. Let's talk about that dub we got, man.
I've been trying. It's hard to force these guys to talk about football. Like Mr. Tom is waiting until tomorrow.
The first half, Matt.
And Tony was late.
Tony, want my thoughts on the first half? Well, you have to go check out Lee Gunner's fan cam. And I just messing with you.
You're here right now.
I know. I'm just messing with you, bro. I'm just teasing you, man. Just teasing you, man. Just messing with you, brother. No, I thought the first half was an absolute tragedy, and I was just thankful that I did not have to do a fan cam based off of that first half performance.
I thought we were playing well. It's just we weren't finishing.
Well, Arsenal fan circle in the chat, he just said that we have one more game. I know, but we're still going to be top of the league at the end of the year, which I have not seen in a very long time. I think it's the first time it's ever happened that I can remember Arsenal at the top of the league at the end of the year. I can't remember. I have to do some history there. I don't recall it happening, or I know we have never been in this good a shape. And brother. That second half, man, I don't know. I told Lee, I said, I don't know if Arsene Wenger came down and did the halftime talk. If they went and got if Messi came over and did the halftime talk, whoever made it, I just know one thing. They came out like a house on fire, and they did the business the second half, man. If we can start out every game like that and put teams to bed like that, I'll be a extremely happy man.
You still need a target man, right?
Yeah. You know what? I like you saw in the first half, and since like Tony's he's gutted about missing Callum Chambers, but that first half, everything that we didn't do in the first half, we did in that second half. And it was no different. There's not like we needed to change the players to do it. They actually just needed to, continue with the plan. And I think the plan wasn't to just stand on the pitch, not move, not make runs or get into open spaces to accept the pass.
They were making the runs, Gary.
They were not making the run in the first half because you saw what happened. You saw what happened in the second half. Let me finish what I got to say. Let me finish what I got to say, and then you can have your say. All right?
I disagree.
In the first half, they were not making moves because if you looked at it, it was just the offense was stagnant. When they got into the attacking third, the ball just got turned over too easy. You know why? Because nobody was moving. It was easy.
Percentage of possession did we have?
Let me finish, buddy. Let me finish. It was easy for them to defend us in that first half because we weren't moving. If you watch the second half and you see that 15-minute period where we scored, we were moving. We were making moves. We were cutting through lanes. Passes were being made at that time. In the first half, everything was slow. The pass was either late or the run was never made. All right? And attacking third, we did nothing.
We were flat the first half. We were absolutely flat the first half. It was quite dreadful. And up until Saka's goal, I was literally thinking that we would have probably done well with getting a draw out of that game because that's how bad we look. We look very, very bad. You know what, Gary? I wouldn't necessarily say bad. We just look like a team that was rusty, extremely rusty. And
I know Tony has something to say. Go ahead, Tony, on that first half.
To me, Odegaard was doing the passes. The problem was Saka was too far wide, but there was points where you had Xhaka 5 foot in front of a goal, perfect pass to him, did nothing with it. There's several times the players had the ball where they needed to be and just couldn't convert, which we've seen this season. I don't think we were playing terrible. Like I said, we were dominating the ball. The problem was we weren't converting. Then after that, we let them go on a counter because we're susceptible playing behind line we do. And we're still susceptible to that in the second half. The only difference to me was the ball was going into the back of a net.
Yeah, I didn't see it that way, but let's welcome Alonzo into the show.
Just
How you
call
doing,
him Lonnie
Alonzo?
if you can't get Alonzo out of your mouth, Gary.
Can you just shut up?
I think Gary's had too much eggnog.
Alonzo, how you doing, my man?
Hi Gary, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Hi
All
Tom, hi Tony, hi Matt.
Matt is here. He's around. But
Derek,
yeah, no.
Derek 5.5.
Let's see here. Yeah, what is this? Oh, Arson didn't even cheer on the first goal. It was pretty clear. It was. I don't know about the offside. I don't know how he saw that. That was really, Let's see.
It's ironic
Yeah, that's
considering he usually said they couldn't see much.
Yeah, Gatpo is off the market. Yeah, that looks like we'll get into that as well. I'll save that for later. Yeah, Tony just didn't want us to chat over me. I don't want to do that. This is going to be turn a new leaf. You're gonna have to let me listen to me first, and then I'll listen to you.
Brady just likes to stir up shit. That's what he likes to do.
Yeah, I don't. Like I said, the first half, the reason why they were able to get the lead is because we should have had a lead in that first half. I don't think that them scoring was an issue. I think it was us not really doing what we needed to do. And Mr. Tom, did you see that first half, or do you see the second half? Did you watch any of the game?
I have seen some of the game, yeah. Basically, I would be very pleased if I was an Arsenal fan.
Oh, you're just giving a generic answer. You did not evaluate. You didn't analyze the game at all. Give me some football talk. Don't give me some. Come on. If that was Leeds in the first half, I have no doubt you would be talking like us a little bit. You wouldn't be going, well, I'll take the 3 points. We're analyzing the first half versus the second half. There are stark differences between the two.
Well, no, the first half, I saw a lot of Arsenal fans that were very upset, as in, a lot of Arsenal fans felt that, all right, here we go, we've had our 6 weeks of, crowing, now it's time for Man City to claw the points back.
I don't know, but I didn't know about those fans. That's not what I was saying. So I don't know whose fans you following, but not me. I wasn't waiting for City to take back anything. Lonzo, this first half, what did you think about it?
Yeah, so I think that Arsenal had possession, but they couldn't. They had a hard time getting shots on goal. They had a hard time. The passing was there, just they had a hard time getting a shot on target. Whether that's, you could argue that Eddie Nketiah being starting may have had a tough time in the midfield or gathering at least some momentum, getting shot on goal. But overall, defending was there, I think. Though that one penalty was kind of iffy, I guess. And first half seemed kind of weird, because we had a lot of possession, but we couldn't do nothing with it. And that kind of enabled West Ham to counter-attack. But then we were okay defensively, going back and helping out. So, yeah, kind of weird first half, I guess.
No, definitely. And and as Ray says, can you quote Gary exactly? I don't know what when you were quoting. Oh, yeah, he wasn't quoting me.
I wasn't implying it was Gary.
He wasn't talking about me. Like, I'm not that fan. Miss Melina has joined us. Miss Melina, thanks for joining us.
I think Tom was trying to quote Gary.
Big win.
No, I can quote Gary though, but it wouldn't be about that. It'd be when Gary's talking, but then someone butts in something. Gary goes, "Oh yeah," and then he sort of like turns his head a bit, and then he stops speaking while everyone talks.
Yeah,
that's a Gary quote. He'd go, "He just did it. He just did it." Sorry.
Yes. Shout out, family. Big win, 3 points, Eddie. I hope all of you had a great Christmas. I hope everybody did have a great Christmas. That's right. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to all. Hope you got what
Hang
you
on, let me
wanted
just
from
switch
Santa.
them up.
And yeah,
Switch
thank
them
you,
up.
Miss Melina. Hello, Ray.
Switch
Welcome.
them up
Thanks
with
for
the one
joining us. Yeah,
Switch them up
yeah.
the one that likes
Guess
Arsenal.
what? A lot of people were late today. Even Tony. Yeah, I said it.
Sorry.
What else we got going on here? Yeah, this was a game where despite
I
going
could have
behind,
been
I
on
was felt
time, Jerry,
reassured
but did
that
you
we're
want
going
me
to be
to?
fine.
Did you want to
Yeah.
watch me talking on the phone for a minute? Or would you rather me show
I'm
up?
just saying you were late. I didn't say you had
I
other
was
things
here. I
more
was in the
important
deal.
than
I just did not click enter the
I hear
stream.
that. I hear that. After we went down the goal, did any of you feel? I definitely did not feel like this game was going to get away from us at all. Anybody else feel? How did anybody else feel about that, Matt? Oh, you muted yourself.
Yeah. No, I felt like I just when we went down, I just kind of felt like it was gonna be more the same. And I felt like we were kind of like I said earlier, I felt like a draw probably would have done better, for us at that particular time. But once we scored, it was pretty much, okay, I think that we can get back in this game. It's just a matter of one goal at a time, and that's clearly what we did. Just got one goal at a time. As soon as it seemed like the further and further the game got away from West Ham, they just kind of collapsed, and that kind of is a capsule of their season for the most part. Is this game, so it's kind of like they literally picked right back up where they left off at.
No, for sure.
I'm gonna have to scoot out of here. I will be back.
Okay, we'll see you in a bit. You in a bit. All right,
Tom.
Bye,
Yep, Chili Willie. I'll tell Chili Willie. For all my Woodpecker fans, I'll be back.
no problem. Thanks for joining us.
No
We'll see you in a
problem.
bit. All right. So as we've seen here, Miss Melina wanted to say, yeah, Tony, she wanted to say safe recovery, take care of your health. Definitely, we all want that for Tony. And
I wouldn't
for
be
those,
saying
Tomorrow
that
I
if he
have
was
3
tweeting.
doctor's appointments. Hey,
yeah,
You
for
would
those who
not be
didn't.
wishing him them sort of things if you ever received his gifts at 3 a.m.
Oh, well, you know what? We don't need to share those with the world, all right? So we have to do our part and contain certain things from the masses, from the public eyes. They don't need to see that, all right?
I've put them in the public before.
No, that's yes, but we're trying to contain what we
Okay.
can, people. We're trying to contain what we can. So yeah, so let's but yeah, for those, I put the link in there. If you want to help, we would appreciate it. Definitely Tony would. Otherwise, if you can, share it, either in any of the social networks that you head out to, that would be cool. That'd be cool.
I did donate your share of the money. I did.
Yeah, nice.
Derek 5 was the one that donated.
He donated a portion of it. They all pulled together.
Oh.
True. And we'll get into the player.
What about little Derek 5.5 down there?
He's the ringleader. Don't underestimate him.
Talking about dolls. Let's get back into this game. So first half, I wasn't too happy about it. I think they moved a lot better in the second half. They looked more assertive. They were a lot. The passes were more promising in the sense that they were moving towards the goal as opposed to going backwards and sideways. All right, there's a lot of balls moving forward in the attack, and that's how we got closer and closer to the goal. And good things happened when we did that, especially on the first goal. Many will say that was an assist from Murdegor, but some people will say it was a nice deflection off the defender that fell right to the feet of Saka, who put it away. Either way, we were moving towards the goal, and I think that was a good way for us.
I want to know how you and Stan thought that was a pass.
We were laughing when we said it. Did you not see us?
No, my doorbell rang. I had to answer the door.
It was a joke, dude.
Ray said you're being serious, so I'm going off what Ray was saying.
I The ball
If
fell.
I
to
was
the second
misled by
string.
Ray, then that's graceful.
I know I did not see the replay, in fairness, so I wouldn't have seen that deflection, to tell you the truth. But I would have taken it either way. The ball fell. The fact that we were moving forward, the fact that Erdegaard actually took a shot. That's what I was looking for him to do most of the match, and in the second half, he did a lot of that. So.
Hey, Tom, who's your friends?
That's Derek 5 and Derek 5.5.
No, you have it
No,
wrong.
that's
Yeah.
Derek 5.5 and that's Derek 2.
When did you move Derek 2? I thought Derek 2 was in the background.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy, here we
Yeah,
go.
Derek 5.5. I swapped.
See,
well,
you
I
see,
swapped. Derek 2.
Tony, Ray
Derek 2
said we were
insisted.
smiling.
Derek 2 insisted on being here for the Arsenal talk because they're his favourite team.
I didn't see you switch. I saw you bring him up. I didn't see you swap him with Derek 5.
You gotta pay attention with this guy. Yeah,
Derek
Arteta
5's
said he's
here to talk Leeds versus Man City.
yeah. We're going to talk about Arsenal right now. Maybe we'll get into what they want to talk about, but that's later. Arteta said he was confident. Essentially, had no doubts on Eddie. I think Eddie did what he was supposed to do. I needed him to do a lot more of it, and that's what he kind of did in that second half.
Deep.
Well, in the second half he came deep, but guess what he did afterwards?
He finished.
He attacked the final third, right? He attacked the final third. In the first half, he would come forward, but he would basically jog back, and it's like, no, get in the box. That's where you're supposed to be. So, in that respects, I think he did a good job there. As many said, he had Wenger back in the stadium, and that was good to see.
Way too long to happen. Way too long.
Yeah. So I don't know what this is, but yeah.
Oh, cool. Who won in the football tonight?
Oh, stop it! You're gonna stop with the nonsense. Erdegaard and his defense-splitting passes, especially Jacques in the first half. Yeah, Erdegaard was looking forward. I wanted more from him offensively, and that's why I wanted
What
him
did you want more of him? He was doing.
I wanted him to shoot.
Gary.
I wanted him to shoot first time when he had opportunities.
He did shoot and went almost.
No, that's not what he did late in the second half. Yeah, but not
he shot
early.
In the first half, Gary.
Not enough for me. You see, and I said he took too many touches. Just take the shot, man, when it comes to you.
League shot, mate.
Yeah. Well, who knows why Wenger was there? Yeah. Oh, this is what happens. He was there by Arsenal hierarchy. So there you go. Oh, so
Maybe
here we go.
he'll fill one of the 2 empty board seats. That'd be nice.
Yeah. The shot from Erdegaard didn't touch a defender when it went to Saka. Well, it fell to his feet really nicely. If that was a true shot, I don't think it would have just fallen nicely like that. Because that was
a shot,
roller.
Gary. All the commenters said it was a shot.
I'm just saying. He said it didn't touch a defender. The reason why I think it had to touch it because it fell nicely to Saka. That was a true shot from where he took it.
He hit it with his foot, Gary. That's what happened.
He chunked it. All right. There you go. No look assist from Erdegaard. The man's good. Tony is Tom's official spokesperson. Okay, I hope not. Yeah. Eddie scores when he's playing full 90-minute games. We need him to score in cameos. I've been saying that all the time. I don't think it matters how many minutes you get. This matters when you're on the pitch, what you do with the time.
Cameos are expensive.
Stefan. Arsenal did well today. Went down a goal, but then came back 1-3-1. So we'll take it.
Gary said they were abysmal in the first half.
Stadler and Waldorf at it again. Yeah, the quarreling. I don't think he's talking about me though. He mishit it. All right, he mishit it. Poor mishit. But yeah, no. Like I said, I want more. I want more from him. I don't think I'm asking too much there. Second half, that 15-minute period, we were definitely on the front foot, moving forward each time. Right. Put pressure on them, and that basically they just folded after we scored. Got Saka out of the first goal. You got Martinelli with a tremendous goal second. And then third goal was in Kedia, right? So very nice from both of that. Those 2 goals, the one from Martinelli and the one from Kedia were really good goals. How do you think about those goals, Alonso?
Yeah, so I thought that they were really good team goals. I thought that was our football at its finest. I think Udegaard, like I said in the race podcast, he pulls all his strings in that midfield. He makes that midfield go. Even on Martinelli's first goal, not first goal, but his second goal by Martinelli was all Udegaard. Of course, Saka had a bit in that as Xhaka scored or assisted that goal. So, but yeah, I mean, I think when you have a guy like Partey that does his work and then passes to Udegaard, and Osaka, it really makes a difference. And it helps to Partey is a good thing as well. So yeah, I mean, Xhaka's assist was pretty key there too. So yeah, great team goal as well as Nketiah's as well.
Yeah, definitely. Tony, what do you think about those two goals? I mean, the last two goals I think were really, really, really good.
Yeah, they're kind of a team goals we've been seeing most of the season. I wish we saw the finishing that we saw there in the first half, but we didn't. Alonso kind of agreed with me. The passing was there, just the finishing wasn't in the first half. The team kind of woke up because the whole game you seen good passes back deep from Gabriel. You seen it from Odegaard in the middle, then you seen it from wide on the right. I was kind of wanting Saka to cut in more, but he wanted to do that. Wanted to see Eddie a little bit more up advanced. But it seems like Arteta likes putting the strikers deeper, but I thought we were two good goals. I thought we should have came faster. I thought we were dominating the first half and possessing and stuff. Doing all the right things. Just we weren't finishing.
Yeah. Mr. Tom, that second half, those
Derek
goals
two-
from
Derek 2 agrees with Tony.
all right, so there you go. You heard it from Mr. Tom. Yeah. We've got Colonel Ward is joining us. Hello, Mr. Colonel Ward. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, everybody's a little late. That's cool. It was a big game. Hopefully you're enjoying yourself so much from that took a little bit of time to know what time it is. Steady Eddie, right?
Don't read it all. Read
All
the
right, so
entire thing, please.
all right, so
Read
I'm
the
late, but
entire
hi
thing.
everyone. Big up Tom, who knows Steady Eddie is the one and only one in that chat supporting him earlier. Yeah. That is true.
But
I
Tom
I
also
I,
withdrew
I
his offer from Eddie and Nketiah. Don't forget that.
yeah no. As far as I was concerned, I wanted to see a lot from Nketiah. So I don't know if you call that non-support, because if he's gonna play and his coach says he's good, then I want to see it. And I don't think we saw enough of it. So I don't know
Everyone in that chat,
yeah.
everyone in that chat wanted him tarred and feathered at half time because you were losing.
Everybody
you know what? Okay, here we go. This is I'm going to say it. That first half, nobody was good in terms of our attacking. So all of them. In the second half, they all went into an extra gear there, and it actually opened up things for us. So I'm not going to say Nketiah was the reason why we looked as poor as we did in the first half. I definitely said that. I mean, as a team, attacking wise, we didn't look good in that first half. The first 20, 25 minutes of the second half, we looked much better, and we saw the results of that. I mean, the goals that we were getting there, those opportunities we were getting in that, and that's when we scored. We weren't getting those things in the first half, right? So for me, yeah, it's nothing to do. Nketiah, I believe, was in the positions that he needed to be today. He was hesitant in that first half. The through ball that came to him, I talk about that a couple of times today. I wanted him to continue on with that ball. He did not. He hesitated. He didn't make a pass. He didn't do anything with it, and we lost an opportunity there. But I think that was him hesitating. He needs to be confident in those type of situations when he gets the ball, just to take it. Tony, well, I don't know what you thought about Nketiah, or for me, in my case, in that first half, I don't think it was Nketiah at all was an issue today. In general, I think that first half was basically our whole attack.
I can't say the whole attack when you seen Odegaard doing the passes. Just the players weren't doing the runs like they should have been doing. little bit too much set up on the wings, not enough in the middle. Like I said, you kind of need a target guy there. Don't like Nketiah being as deep as he was. When he finally got up where he needed to be, he got the goal he needed. Should have been up there earlier. That's where he is. That's where he scores at. He doesn't score being deep. He doesn't really do assists from being deep. He's a goal poacher. That's how he gets his goals. So that's where he needs to be at. But I don't think we were as bad as some people said we were in the first half. I just don't think we had our finishing boots on, which has been something we've seen all season. It's nothing out of the ordinary. Either is Alonso disappearing and coming back. What Derek do we have there now? He's too zoomed in. But anyway,
Same Derek.
I thought Eddie was okay. I don't think he did anything great. I still think we need a striker. We don't need just a forward. I like a target man, somebody big that you can hit there in the middle when the players or other teams trying to stifle you out of the middle, trying to make you just go on the wings. You need that player that can get the ball, head it down, get it to his feet, kick it in, or it doesn't really matter how he scores, but you need that person there that can get the ball, sometimes pass it out to the wings, get the goals that way. But to me, that's what we're missing. But Eddie, to me, still isn't good enough. What he's good at is getting those goals right outside the box. That's where he needs to be.
Yeah.
And from Tom, instead of drinking your Pepsi, can we please know what the hell you're wearing?
Yeah.
Because Stefan wants to know too.
He doesn't want to know. He's just saying he's just wearing his shirt. What's wrong with his shirt?
I'm wearing the Leeds United away kit, which Santa generously got for me.
It looks like you're dressed like a cow.
Wow.
Dressed like a cow.
That's
a
a
cow.
bit. That's a bit harsh. Yeah. That's a bit harsh, isn't it?
No. It's perfectly fine. A cow.
That was a bit harsh.
We'll see what Tom has to say later in the show.
No. Not harsh at all. Not harsh at all. Perfectly acceptable. Okay, Tony. That's fine.
I think you're in trouble. There. Hello, Chris Nix has joined us. Welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us. Ray's got a point here, and this is, there's many who said who's at fault for this goal here. I know I listened to Ray earlier. We were on the show with Ray earlier, just after the game. He was chatting. Gabriel, of course, moves up the pitch, gets himself caught up there, leaves the middle open, and puts Saliba in a situation where he's got to make a decision. As Ray says here, Saliba was hesitant, ended up conceding a penalty. Eddie was hesitant and didn't do anything with the ball. Yeah, I think both of those were true in that first half for me. That Saliba, he had an opportunity to maybe close out that ball or at least take out someone, and he did neither, and ended up getting caught out with two players around on both sides of him, and he had to make a decision.
Well, that's bound to happen with this high line until we start backing up just a hair.
If you look at that play, there's no way you're backing up a hair, and it makes any difference when your other center back is at midfield at that point. So backing up a hair isn't going to get you there.
Well, they're almost always at midfield. And 10 yards, Gary. Is that better?
I'm just saying it was, for me, it was one of those things where if he just goes in and clears it out, then nothing happened. It dies right there. And when he hesitates, that's kind of what happens. We lost Mr. Tom. Hopefully he'll be back. I don't know what happened there. Hope that's just an internet thing. And but yeah, there he is. Look, he's coming back. I don't know what happened there.
Did you hurt you, Tom? Did you hurt? You have to go mingle with your cows?
Yeah.
Why not? Sure.
Yeah, like you say, Eddie's a poacher, not a Jesus or a tech needs to realize. So see, for me, with that in mind, then there's no getting accustomed to playing with Eddie. They played with Eddie all last year, most of these players. I don't
It's
think.
Wednesday. We play
Right.
Wednesday. Sorry.
Yeah. So I don't think, and they should be able to. They've had all this time to practice and prepare for how to play with Nketiah. I'd be surprised if this is the first time they went. Well, you know what? Today we're going to do something you haven't done all season. I think they knew this coming in. Yeah, and that first half it wasn't as many shots as I thought we should have had. Yeah, and Ray saying to Tony, Arteta doesn't play that kind of ball game. Yeah, I mean he's asking his forwards to come back and support the attack, but also get into the box. So we've seen it, and we saw it in the second half a lot more than I felt like we did in the first half. And we saw what happened. It created some movement with our attack when we did that. So, yeah. Said it back in October that Saliba needs to work on his concentration. Yeah. Now, because when we see him when Saliba's on, he gets to that ball and he just clears it out. He hesitates, and then that's the issue there. I sound like I'm repeating myself, but yeah. What is this? It looks like a normal Leeds kit with pen ink on it. So it was in the wash, right? That's what they're saying. It was just a yellow shirt, but then you went into the wash with the blue pen, and then
I believe that's how they designed it. I think Adidas just went, take an average Leeds yellow away kit and let's just throw shit at it, basically. And then bang, 65 quid or whatever it is.
there you go. Cost a little extra for the design there.
So is that what Christmas kit you would have picked out for yourself, Tom?
Yeah.
I enjoy that it's a unique shirt.
Yeah. If I recall, Tierney was behind that play right on that side there. So he was chasing it down. That's why I thought if at the least Saliba attacks that ball, even if he misses it, he slows everything down. Tierney might be able to catch up to it, and you had White screaming down. He might get there, and Bowen is not able to get to that ball. But no, they never slowed down at all at that point for me. And yeah. Let's see. Colonel Ward says, I'm a fan of Leeds tomorrow for about 2.5 hours. Hopefully they pump City and Bamford masterclass. So there you go. You got some fans there, Mr. Tom.
Got masterclass from Bamford. God, I'd be surprised if he even achieved the rank of class, let alone master. You know?
Yeah.
That's going to be a painful 90 minutes.
Yeah. So what is this here?
But not for Leeds. Probably for Leeds.
Yeah. Some people still have an agenda and want the manager to fail. You can't please everyone, unfortunately. Yeah. No, I mean, my whole thing with Arteta is I didn't really want to wait for him to figure things out. So, but the team did. So that's what happens. The team did. And Tony's going off in the chats with some weird comments. So Stefan said,
We
I'll be
also
right back.
play Newcastle this week.
I just want to know where Derek 5 went. Tom disappeared, and so did Derek 2.
You want Derek 5 back or Derek 2? Which one, Tony?
Well, Derek 2 you killed off. When you
Oh, that's what it was. See, they had a batch of yellow jerseys, and when they got stolen off the back of the truck, the little security mechanism inside them went off, and they decided, you know what, screw it, we'll just sell them. And so there you go. So these are the.
I don't think that's what it is. I think Tom just botched a bank robbery.
Yeah, maybe.
So
I wouldn't try to rob a bank. I would just rob the bank. I'd succeed. All right. I'd find a way to get the money.
It looks like you succeeded, but you got ink all over yourself, Tom.
Yeah. At least over here they have the little thing that's attached to the apparel, and if you try to disconnect it, illegally. Essentially, it just explodes, right? And that's
But
kind of what happened.
they do the same thing with money too.
Yeah, with the money though.
Colonel, I've had Derek too since 2010.
There you go.
So
There you go. So he's had
it's
these
part
guys
of
for a
family,
bit.
damn it.
Yeah, yeah. So Tony, what did you say about that? Did you talk about the penalty?
To me, it was a penalty. I know Alonso didn't think it was. I think Saliba could have, like you said, clear of a ball, but we don't ever seem to do that. Just clear of a danger. The high line, I think's a problem there. That's why they kept getting us on the counterattack. Made a little bit of adjustments of that in the second half. Plus that goal kind of kills them off there. But for me, it's definitely a penalty. It's a keep happen. We've seen him give away penalties before this season.
Yeah,
I think we'll see it a few more times.
yeah.
But we hear that Gabrielle is the uncontrolled one yet. Gabrielle hasn't given away a penalty or a red card this year, so I don't know.
Well, they've had their moments, right?
Yeah, I think we're still a solid pair.
Yeah.
I still want to see what White does with Gabrielle this season, if that works. But
We're not gonna be healthy.
yeah,
We're not gonna be healthy enough.
it'd be nice to see it.
Well, I am far from thinking that's ever going to happen because I just don't think we're going to be healthy enough with Tierney and Tomiyasu and Zinchenko. It's just I don't think they're going to. We're not going to be healthy enough with our our
It sucks we have
fullbacks.
to juggle around those wing backs so much.
I mean, look at where we are right now.
Fullbacks.
Zinchenko coming off the bench and Tomiyasu is not even dressed right. So I think it's going to be a bit of bit of time before that happens. Yeah. No, what is it? Gabriel gave away the penalty against in the North London derby. It was his. It was on him though, wasn't it? On Son, wasn't it? Yeah, it was on him. You're gonna say something else happened before that, but he was the one that the penalty came from was his attack because he was late, but it was a team. It's no different than the last one. No different than what we just saw today. Similar thing. Player gets caught out. Center back gets punished for it.
I thought both of them were. So that's the third penalty. I thought there's just two on Saliba so far this season.
I think it's just there's one on Gabriel, definitely one on Saliba. I think two on Saliba, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I thought
So
Saliba had two. I didn't remember about the other one.
yeah. There was a comment here. I thought I was gonna. Oh, I just saw there was a video showing here on Twitter showing Ben White, and there's a similar play where the ball's in the air and Antonio's there, and White just goes in and just cleans it out. And that's kind of what I was hoping to see on that play from Saliba. He didn't do that, and then he got punished. He basically punished for it later on. Not to get sent off. You know what? There was. I mean, Ben White was it's hard to say. Yeah, he could have. I think, but he could have. He definitely could have. I mean, was it in the box? It was close to the line for sure, but I don't remember if it was in the box.
I don't think he put it. I don't think he went in hard enough for to probably give over it.
Yeah. White was definitely. You could tell White was having a good day because they decided they had to go against Tierney, and Tierney was having a tough time of it in that first half.
Ray was surprised when I said he was probably the second best player tonight because I thought he had a really good game.
Yeah, you didn't really hear much from White because everything was just clean. You know what I mean? Not much mess was going on there, and they didn't really come up that side too often just because he was doing a good job there.
But we were coming up that right side quite a bit, especially in the first half. We just weren't scoring from it.
Yeah, as I say, you can tell me all you want about we weren't clinical. I just don't think the movement was right. It's hard to pass to people that aren't moving, I mean, even when they get the ball in the box, they're standing in there with like 3 and 4 defenders
Yeah,
around
but
them. There's
you-
nowhere to go.
You had examples of Zaka was moving. He was like 5 to 6 feet away from the goal, and he just botched
How
it.
many people were around him?
I don't think anybody was around
No,
him.
I don't remember that play then because I don't recall us being that wide open with opportunities to shoot, and we didn't take the shot. I don't remember that. I don't remember that at all.
Cut through everybody. He was right there in the middle of the box.
Didn't see it. I didn't see it.
Did he have too much eggnog?
No, I didn't. No, I remember seeing a lot. I don't remember seeing Xhaka with an open shot.
Coconut nog?
No, none of that. I didn't have any of that stuff. Yeah, no. Yeah. Yeah, definitely a genuine attempt to play the ball from Saliba, so no red there. Ross Stewart, I've not heard of this guy. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like Murdick is gonna. Murdick is how you say his name. Murdick, I don't know. Looks like he might.
I don't think that's right.
I don't think it's right, but I don't know how you say his name.
I don't think it's
Man,
Murdick.
you shouldn't get him, Colonel,
Yeah.
because you'd never play him, so you'd just be killing his career.
Oh wait, say it again for this guy. This guy here.
Well, Stuart, untapped talent, but you'd buy him and he'd play under 23 football and he'd be back in the
Oh,
championship.
that's definitely not what we're looking at for. We need somebody who's gonna, like Arteta said, he needs to bring in players that can contribute, and we don't need, as I say, projects. We need players that contribute.
You
now.
forgot one of the goal scorers today was a project.
There are no projects today. There were projects then. We're talking past and present, right? Right now, what is a project on our team
You
right
still
now?
need projects.
Who is a
Gary.
project on our team right now, and how are they contributing? Marquinhos is a project on this team. He's not able to contribute, right?
He is.
Would
If
you
he
look at
can
the
play,
time? Is
he
it time
scored.
for Chris?
He's not able. He's not coming. They're not going to use him, right? So
It's
I mean,
10 minutes past crisp time.
no, there's no time. It's whenever it happens. It happens. All right. Who set a time?
Can it happen soon? Because I'm hungry.
It can happen soon, but that's not how this thing
Please.
works.
You can't wait
Thank
until
you.
57
Mudryk,
minutes.
that's right.
He
Mudryk,
gets
that's
he
right.
gets hungry if you go past 57 minutes, Gary.
Mudryk or Mudryk? Which one is it?
Should be Mudryk.
Mudryk. All right, Mudryk. I'll try to remember that. I heard anybody see the tweet from Mudryk, supposedly on Instagram, shown with his I guess his tablet watching the match.
I mean, he definitely wants to come, but to me, isn't him as a 21-year-old, isn't that kind of part of a project, Gary?
He's playing in the Champions League. I don't know how you can say that, all right? Like a project was getting somebody from the second league in Brazil, and then that's a project, right? Like when Saka came into the team, right? A young little 18-year-old or whatever it was, playing in Europa League. That's a project, right?
Yeah, but is he gonna be starting over Martinelli or?
No, they're not. He's not coming in to start. That's he's not coming in to start. Right? I personally would rather get him in the summer because I want somebody who's going to play for us today. And
yeah, but why are
compete for
you
a
spending
spot.
30-35 million?
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. The team
okay.
feels
Why
they
is
need
Arsenal spending 30 to 35
because they feel
million
they can use him
on a
right
winger
now.
right now?
They feel they need the support there.
I don't think they need a striker.
They think Nketiah can do it job until it's time, right? That's what they think. Yeah. So I don't get it. But
Is Jesus even coming back this season?
Well, there's talk that he's coming back in February. So yeah.
How did it go from 3 months to a long-term injury?
When did it happen? When did it happen? In December, right?
Yeah, but you had Arteta just with saying it was a major injury.
So if it happened in December and mid-February, that would be 3 months, right?
Unbelievable.
I don't know,
We
but
have
some
one
people are saying
player
it's longer.
injured and it's a crisis.
That's
One
not-
player injured and it's this massive deal.
When
Leeds,
you
if Leeds
when you
have, if
when you
Leeds have 8 players injured, it's Tuesday.
well, you know what?
We're
Well,
not Leeds.
we're sitting at the top of the league. I don't know what to tell you. This is this is big people problem. This is rich people problems. You know,
Where are you in the table?
top of the
Tom?
league table. That's probably the reason why it sounds different to you, right?
Oh,
So-
are we doing that, Tony? All right, all right.
See, Gakpo's off
Doing
the is off the market. It seems it looks like Liverpool has decided.
Just
they're
so
going
you
to
know,
take him.
Tom, I
and,
did pick Leeds to upset City on Wednesday. You can
There you
ask
go.
Ray right there.
There you go. So
Don't try and crawl me after you just said all that.
yeah, you guys see that? Gakpo's gone. So I guess your favorite team, Manchester United.
I know Ray's like mentioned it 5 times on this show already, about 10 on his own.
Yeah, I just saw one comment, and that's the one I showed you. So there you go.
You just keep repeatedly going to it.
I might have put it up once. I didn't put it up 6 times. But anyways, it's that time of the time of the show. Mr. Tom says he's hungry, and that's why usually he pulls the bag out and starts making noise, which definitely bothers me. But Mr. Tom,
He tries to distract me with it, but it doesn't.
Mr. Tom, it's time. The
That
people want
sounds
to
like
know
popcorn.
tip
That
of the
doesn't
day.
sound like crisps.
It is a packet of. Hang on, what's that?
Better
Sorry?
not be chicken style.
No. Hot sauce blaze.
Hot sauce
Max Strong.
blaze. All right. Sounds like it's gonna be a spicy one. As Ray says, first word problem.
You didn't mention that, Tony. What Ray just said.
Tony picked Leeds with reluctant provisions. Was not his first pick and regretted it. Yeah, it's like
Ray doesn't even know who my first pick was.
Hey, he said it wasn't. He didn't say he knew it. You're right. He did not say he knew what your
Who
first
was
pick
your
was.
first pick?
My first pick would have been Brentford versus Spurs this morning, but I hadn't got to Ray in time to say that.
So it sounds like these
no,
chips are the face you're giving. I don't even know. Is there ever a time when you just decide I don't want to rank it? You just give it an NR, not ranked, just because it's not. You don't really want to punish the flavor.
He'll give it
No,
a
the first
4.36.
First bite was awful, but the second bite was slightly improved.
Because
So
you
I'll give
just
it
burned
another
your taste buds. That's why.
4.36, Tom?
You know what? I'm going to give it an initial ranking of 3.94 out of 9.96.
Sounds poor. Yeah. Yeah, Saka, Martinelli, and Saliba are all 21, but they've been playing, top of the league, first league matches, right, for a while now. So, not projects anymore. Not what I'm talking about. Whoever we get as a project, though, I don't get this. You know what the project? You know the project. Non-project players are players in the Premier League for me, because they can play and they're available immediately. Right?
Ishak is injured.
Oh, is that what it is?
Or he will be playing.
Well, I don't know what is that all about.
Oh, there's a burning aftertaste.
Yeah, Mudryk definitely looks like he wants to come. I don't know what happens on December 6th. Yeah. That is true. We need some rotation, and we see the rotation on our back line with our fullbacks, right? Very good when we see that, right? And so we can switch in and out. We saw it today. And
intensity.
At the wings, right? No, you're saying why do we need? Some people are saying why do we need to get a Mudryk? And it's like, well, because we don't have a full set of players that we can just rotate in and out.
Who's your second pick, Tony?
I didn't have a second pick. It was hinged on who was playing the center back. Said center
who?
back did not play, so I did not pick.
For
Said
who?
second team. Probably from a team that wears red and white there.
Southampton.
No. Okay, crimson and white. Whatever you want to call it. They have a cannon on their shirt.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Tom does.
Giroud type player, backup for Saka and Partey. So yeah, there's your winger. Yeah, Partey might be a little tough. I think that's the problem. There's no like true replacement for Partey. We're just gonna have to solidify our midfield even more, just so we have more players. But Partey, I just don't think there's an answer. I mean, outside of El Neni coming in and giving you spot duty in games, in a game here, a game or two here and there.
I don't think you're going to be seeing him in the Premier League much.
Yeah.
You were going to go against your own team?
I've did it before and I picked up points.
You can't pick the points. It doesn't matter. You picked an upset. You expected your team not to get a win against a team that's in the bottom half of the league. Is that what you're saying?
I didn't go
You
with them.
thought of it. You thought of it, which is even worse.
Oh, Tony, that's disgusting.
You still won't admit what team you went for.
I told you who I went through. I went for who did I go for? I don't remember who I went for. You don't. You know why? Because you're not in our chat group, so you don't get to know, right? But let's see, who did I go for? Let's see here. I did. What I said here. Startup Boxing Day happy. Brentford, please, is what I said. So I went with Brentford.
You picked up 3 points.
So there you go. So
you get points for a draw as well.
Yeah, you get half the points for a draw. So
fair enough.
Yeah.
So what's that got to do with your pick not being disgusting, Tony? What's Gary's pick got to do with the price of milk?
I would have picked the same team as him. I would have went with Brentford.
Yeah.
So why can't you go with Brentford?
Because he didn't put his picking in time. He was sleeping or doing whatever he did.
You can pick the same thing.
Yeah, he can do whatever he wants. He just has to get his pick in before the match starts.
The match had started, so I couldn't go for him.
So there you go. So, there you go. Jesus was injured on the 6th of December. So by March, he should be back fully, right? So sometime in February, hopefully.
My grade. These are slightly better than I expected.
Your taste buds are burnt off. You don't even know what you're tasting.
Does anybody know what his actual injury was?
I thought it was an ACL, right?
That seems. How can you be back?
You'd be out longer with an ACL, wouldn't you?
Was it? It's not an ACL. No, I guess it's not an ACL.
I think so.
It's a meniscus or something like that. So
meniscus is usually 3 months, but you usually have to go back and get a cleanup surgery eventually at some point.
Maybe not before the end of the year. Well, let's see. Holding was the cornerstone of his decision. You guys are funny. Yeah.
Against his home team.
Yeah. How are your 2 NFL teams doing this year, anyways? Is that for me? Is that for us?
Well, I was quite impressed with my Green Bay Packers yesterday.
Yeah, they looked good. Well, when you
they basically destroyed Miami Dolphins at the end of the contest, like forcing. I can't pronounce his name, but the
Tua, Well, it seems he's got a concussion, so who knows when he got it. That's the second time or third time this season he's had concussion issue.
But he got creamed a few times near the end of the contest, and it basically ended it.
Yeah, I was talking to some of my friends, and they said that
much easier to get a concussion after your first one. Each one just seems like it takes half as much to get the next one.
Definitely,
at least in my experience.
Yeah, my friend said that outside of Dolphins being terrible, that the fumble at the end of the first half, I think, was basically when the wheels were coming off. And then when you finish off a game with 3 interceptions, you pretty much have sealing your doom right there.
How did
I
your team?
expected
How did your
Dolphins.
team end up winning yesterday, Gary, against a
I don't know.
weakened?
I really don't know how we did that, but I'll take the win.
a
I'll take the
weakened
win.
Eagles?
Some people are saying that they're happy with the win. I'm just like, well, this is not good going into the playoffs. You need to be playing better, right?
Who are you
You
likely
think
to be
Green Bay
playing the
make the
first
playoffs?
round of a?
Mm.
Who should you be playing most likely the first round of the wild card?
Who?
The Cowboys.
What do you mean? Who should they be playing?
I'm saying playing it out. They should have a good idea who they'll be playing them, but
Oh,
with one
well,
game left.
it's not going to be Eagles most likely because they're going to get the bye.
Yeah.
So I think it might be. It should be.
They've
It should
changed
be.
the wild card, haven't
Tampa
they?
Bay.
Like,
There is now what 3 teams make the playoffs now.
That's terrible. Teams like I hate those 7.
3 teams that don't win their division, and all 3 teams could come from the NFC
yeah.
East.
It don't have to be second. It can be all 4 from one division.
Yeah.
If the record is sufficient.
Yeah, and right now I think if the way it stands, I think all 3 are in right now. Dallas is definitely in. The Redskins. Sorry, the Washington Commandos, as I call them, and
I hate that name.
the Giants are in as it stands today, but that can change.
I've got a sneaking suspicion Green Bay are making the playoffs. Not just because they're my team, but because we're playing the Vikings next week, and the Vikings are already in. So
Sure.
I don't think they're going to. What's the word? I think they might tank it.
I don't. Well, you have to remember that. Let's see. The Vikings, right? Let's see. Yeah, the Vikings. Well, it all depends because the Vikings and San Francisco, even though right now the Vikings have a game lead on them, I don't know. I don't know how that works, but if you can, you still want to get as high a good chance, you want to be higher up so that you can get the better competition, a better matchup, as they say. So
I get that.
Do you
So
wish they
they
would
will
do away
need
with
their
it like
best
the
players.
Do you wish they do away with it like the NBA does? They don't do the conference champions. They just do the whole standings of the conference. Because should a 7 and 8
Isn't
Tampa
that
Bay be
because there's
getting
3
in?
conferences? So
it's four conferences.
4 divisions.
I'm
Four
thinking
Two
of ISO.
conferences.
I'm thinking the NHL. Excuse me.
4 divisions. Yeah. I don't know. Who knows about Jesus, whether he was injured or not, or going in, but it looked like he took a foul in that. I forgot which game it was. They said where he.
What are you talking
Yeah.
about, Colonel?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he looked hurt
Sorry,
before.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. This Colonel brought up an interesting question. What do you mean Christmas Pringles? What's that?
Yeah. So there you go. Christmas Pringles.
There's special Christmas Pringles. Since when?
Is this it? This is something in the UK there? Because I never heard of that.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah,
You
Giants
better
will
go to the
be Colts and get in.
shop in the morning.
Yeah, no, I'm hoping the Cowboys just show me something because I'm kind of concerned they're going to do what they usually do in the playoffs. So if the Eagles are healthy, their quarterback comes back fine, they'll be all right. But
They'll be all right.
This Christmas Pringles thing, all right. Both my teams are first. How do you have 2 teams first? I don't get it.
He means Arsenal and the Eagles.
Oh, okay. The Cameroon match. That's right, Ray. That is the one where he got a little tackle came in there, and they say that's where he got hurt. Personally, that injury probably was going to happen at any point based on that. So who knows?
There's some Arsenal matches that he looked injured, so it's hard to say.
This might be a weird NFL question, but do you ever actually want someone to go undefeated just so the 1972 Miami Dolphins can just show up?
Every fucking year, Tom.
I
don't want 'em-
I have a lot
I
of
don't want 'em
Dolphins
shot-
fans.
shooting
I
off
have a
their
lot of
champagne.
Dolphins fans, so yeah, I kind of do want to have them not have that be like the thing that they hang their hat on because that's the only thing they've got.
Especially since that was only 14 games they played.
Yeah. Well, it's
Yeah,
not their
that was
fault. It's not,
including the playoffs, right?
that's not
Yeah.
their. It's not their fault that they've added games.
No, not their fault, but it's significantly harder to match it. Oh no, sorry, I told that wrong. It has been matched, but because
don't
New
wanna hear that,
England
Tom.
Patriots lost,
Yeah, no, but
I
they
don't
didn't win the
want-
Super Bowl. You got to win the Super Bowl for it to be undefeated. So
I don't want to hear
it doesn't matter how many games. You just have to be
pick the
undefeated. It has
Giants
to be a
win.
0 on the loss in the loss column, as they say.
I don't know how they beat them twice.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I probably have got Pringles in the house, to be honest, but
Mhm.
I
I don't know what I
like getting exotic flavors that I've not really tried before.
good one, Ray. You confused me. I was trying to figure out you had two teams in NFL. That's what I thought you were saying.
I know.
He just said
right.
his two teams. He didn't say his two NFL teams, Gary.
I don't know what that means. That could mean two NFL teams. Tony. It wasn't specific there. It's 3 wins in the playoff games. Yeah. No, Arsenal gets the win. I enjoyed that second half. I wanted to see more in the first half, but I never was threatened that we would probably not get something out of this game. We've been resilient all year. We've always come back. So we did that today. And no
Took
matter
us
who's
a
on the
while.
pitch. Hey, it just needed one goal at that point, right? Just needed the one goal. We got the one goal. I know Mr. Tom
You're
was.
munching those like they're a lot better than a 3-something score.
He said he might change, but we'll get into that. So Mr. Tom said he did want to talk about the City Leeds match.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty important in the sense that Leeds have, including Newcastle, Leeds have your destiny very much in our hands at the moment because we can make it so that you can win the league without even having to worry about playing Manchester City.
That is
Right
true.
in my hands.
You are one of many teams that can do that for us.
No, but we're the team.
You're the
that can do
team
it
right
for
now.
you
Right.
now.
That
Right
is true.
now.
They're a team. They're
Yeah.
a team this week, Gary.
Yeah.
Or this midweek. Sorry.
Yeah.
And the only thing that gives me hope in the situation is there is clearly a Stevie Wonder himself could look at the Premier League this season and say Leeds play a lot better against the big teams.
Yeah. You played to the competition at hand for sure. Because you go out, you beat Liverpool, you expect them to come out and play, similar in the next game, and they don't. So
We knocked off Chelsea as well.
play up to the competition for sure.
Should have knocked us
Should've.
off.
Yeah.
Should have beat Arsenal, but didn't.
Yes.
Should have beat Tottenham, but didn't.
There you go. So Ray is saying that Tony is more in sync with than I am with him. So you can have that.
Man United,
You can have that, Tony.
Man United had the Queen killed, so they didn't have to play us.
Yeah. There you go. And
Allegedly.
so there you go. So here you go, Mr. Tom. You get points in your next two matches.
Is that a conspiracy theory or is that a proved point, Tom?
I'll never be able to prove it, but got my suspicions.
Yeah.
Yeah. I told them, Derek. I told them my theory.
There you go. Do you have any questions, Mr. Tom?
What Derek
I
are
do
you
have
talking
questions.
to, Tom?
Sorry?
What
Sorry,
Derek
Tony?
were you talking to?
Derek
You just
too.
said Derek. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was talking to Derek too. He was asking me, tell him your theory about why you've not played Man United yet. Because we were meant to play them on that weekend, weren't we? And then it got cancelled. Right.
Colonel. Stevie Wonder looks at Leeds and wishes to look away.
A Leeds or Leeds jersey? Kid that Tom has on there.
The man said Leeds. Let him say. He said Leeds. Let the man say Leeds.
I
Mr.
think
Tom,
he's talking about that kid that Tom
you
has
got a
on.
question? He's not. He said Leeds.
Outrageous.
I think that's almost as worse than our red bleeding kit.
Yeah. No, Riddy, you're right. We're talking about the next game for Leeds, though. You're right. We are playing Brighton next. So they will take advantage of our mistakes like they've done before. When we're not clinical, they would take advantage. We need to change that. Keep hearing this bogey team, and I don't like it. I don't like this bogey team talk.
I want Tom to answer Ray's last question.
I think you should answer. I think you should ask the next question.
Are Derek's related?
Similar to the Arsenal fan circle, like the YouTube community, we're all not related by blood, but we are like a family, and that's how I see my boys.
There you go. All right. So.
Yeah, you too, Derek too.
Yeah, Arsenal winning the league would kill you. Probably kill a lot of other people, Chris. You're not the only one. There's a lot of haters out there who would definitely not be happy about Arsenal finishing at the top for sure. Brian's another big test, but we've had tests every week. Every week we have a test since we've been at the top of the table. So another test, another study session, and let's go and do it. So, Mr. Tom, the question. Let's get to your question. I know you keep eating when you know you have a question coming. I don't get this. You got to be professional about this.
Right, got 2 questions because it's Christmas season, and I found 2 interesting things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who is the only player to have played in the Premier League whose name contains all the letters in the word nativity? Who is the only player to have played in the Premier League whose name contains all the letters in the word nativity? Nativity. Nativity.
Hold on, I want to go with a Dutch player.
You're not going to give it the name?
Nope. Just
not gonna,
Dutch.
That's not actually an answer then. I'm just going to go with a player that used to wear some shoes and boots. I win. You got to give a name, Tony.
I was trying to get Tom to limit it down some.
Okay.
Let's see if anybody in the chat has an answer to the question of nativity. Is that what you said?
Yep.
Nativity.
It even took time to spell it out. Of course, Tom didn't
All
think
the
we were good
letters.
enough to spell it.
It may have jolted the memory of someone. Go, oh, that's a player with a Y in his name.
I'm good at anagrams. You should have mixed it up for me.
Ray's going with an Italian player then, see? So
there's a lot more letters in it, but it has those letters in it.
There'd have to be more than one player.
No, it's one player. Literally one player.
This is a tough one, I think.
2 I's, a T, and a Y, and then very difficult.
There you
it's
go.
Not a trap.
Very
much legitimate. Very much legitimate.
Anybody? I'm going to give it 20 seconds here, and then we're going to find the answer.
Yeah, because the next one's even worse. I mean, harder. I mean,
you said worse, so there you go. All right,
some of these aren't even real questions.
All right, let's hear it. Let's hear it, Mr. Tom. Who?
It's Christmas fun, Tony. What?
It doesn't count when you don't use Liberace's notebook.
Aston Villa, former Aston Villa player, Stilian Petrov.
So was he Ukrainian, Russian? What was he?
I believe he may have been Bulgarian.
Huh.
Spelled Stiliyanpetrov. Contains all the letters to nativity.
All right, so there you go. What's the next question?
Next question. 6 players born on Christmas Day have played in the Premier League. there are only 6 players born on Christmas Day that have played in the Premier League. Name one.
Santa Claus.
What
Santa
I will
Claus
say to
was
make
not
this
born
no,
on Christmas.
no. What I will say.
You don't know what kind
to
of
make
Claus was
this fair,
born?
No, make this fair. One of them played today.
I don't remember them saying anybody's birthday today on the broadcast.
One played today. It wouldn't have been his birthday today. It would have been his birthday yesterday.
Oh, that's the other part.
Say Boxing Day, he said
Zinchenko
Christmas.
just celebrated a birthday, if I recall.
It's not him.
You should have paid attention to Twitter yesterday, Gary. So should I.
Somebody's birthday. I don't know. Anybody who knows whose birthday was born? Who's born on Christmas Day?
Somebody has to know of a player that was.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, Ray says he remembers the player. Tell us, Mr. Anderson.
I think he remembers the player with the nativity.
Oh,
I think so.
Pink Floyd.
There you go.
Where'd Pink Floyd come from?
Yeah, I think there might be a little bit behind us, Tony.
The internet.
But here we go. Whose birthday is
Okay.
on Christmas? And
I'm going to start with I'm going to start with the least appearances and work my way up.
Yeah.
Andre Jankowicz has 2 appearances. Can't remember who for. Rob Edwards has 10 appearances. I believe he recently managed and got fired by Watford within about a month. That's a good question, actually, from Chris Nix. Chris Kamara, unbelievable, made 29 appearances. I believe it was for Sheffield United.
Wow.
With 86 appearances for Norwich and Aston Villa, Emiliano Buendia.
Oh, there you go.
Played today. Yeah. With 131 appearances, Robbie Elliott, who I believe played for Newcastle. And the one with, I think he has more than all the other 5 combined, Gary McAllister, 325 appearances, all born on Christmas Day. Gary is an absolute legend because he won the title with Leeds United. I think he did one few things with Liverpool as well, but more importantly, he won things with the mighty Leeds. And he was a great, what a player he was, I tell you. Gary McAllister, happy birthday, sir. Oh, and Chris Kamara as well, because he also played for Leeds.
Very nice.
In 1990.
All right, so the
I
question
guess Matt isn't coming back for us.
He might not be making it back, but that's
yeah, he won't come back. Second, he saw these Penguins.
Yeah. We'll see if he comes back. But yeah, so we talked about the City match that's coming up, and then we do have games this weekend coming up as well, right? So let's get into that real quick here too. Arsenal is playing Brighton. Let's see this thing. Uh-oh. I hate when it does that.
Who are Arsenal?
Arsenal is a team at the top of the table, you know. Team at the top of the table. You should figure out.
Never heard of them.
You should know who they are. They are playing on the road at Brighton. They get the late game on Christmas Eve, and Newcastle's playing this team. I don't know what the team's. What is it? Leeds, I think it is. Leeds. I don't know who this team is, but I think they're called Leeds. Yeah.
There are two E's in it. It's not Leeds.
I'm just saying, it's a silent E, you know. So there you go. That's what I heard, silent E, the Leeds. But no, Leeds is playing at Newcastle. Game just before Arsenal travels to Brighton. So
I'm actually more scared of that game than the Man City game.
Well, because they might. City will take it easy if they get at you early. And if they realize you're not going to pose a threat, they will just shut it down.
No, it's because they've got 2 of the best players in the league, Almiron and Joe Linton. Joe Linton's going to win the Ballon d'Or. He's an incredible player.
I'm just telling you One reason why you could get punished against Newcastle is they will come out and try to kill you, whereas City will just
I
take
thought you were going to say
foot off
it's
the
because
gas.
they have the best defense in the league, Gary.
Who said they have the best defense in the league?
Because they have the best defensive record because they've allowed 11 goals. Thus, they would be the best
Oh,
defense.
but we were until today, so yeah.
We were
So
tied.
yeah, but we are top of the league, as they say. Lolo's joined us. Come on, you Gunners. Welcome to the show, Lolo. Got also Ryan has joined us to catch the end of the show.
What's Ryan doing up so late so much often this last week?
Let the man enjoy himself. We are top of the league. I know, what's up with that?
I think he's neglecting his animals. He's got lots of animals to care for.
Yeah.
Unless he's knocking them out like Derek did.
You're right,
Derek
Ray.
Number 2.
I'm bad at pronouncing names, but I did that one for
Tom. Can you show us that Derek 2 is okay?
Only. That's it. See, Newcastle's all out of attack. They're done. They tapped out all of their attack, so you might get them on a good day.
Do you know Almiron, in 110 appearances for Newcastle, he scored
9 goals.
9 goals. Yeah. And in the last 18 appearances, he scored 9 goals.
There you go. So
all it took was Jack Grealish to mock him.
Yeah.
Apparently, Jack Grealish has apologised to him since, but he ain't taking it easy on him.
Yeah, no, for sure, that team we don't need to be concerned too much about. But Newcastle is a team that looks like they're a team with a mission, right? They don't have these European games that they have to deal with, so good for them, right? But
they're gonna hunt you down.
That's their job. Well, we still have.
And they also have like $400 billion. That kind of helps.
We'll see how and if they use it, right? We shall see.
But you're a big team, Tony. You told me that earlier when you started big leaguing me.
Well, we did say that.
I said you look like you were
wearing,
right? I said you look like a cow.
Okay, why you keep doubling down on that one? You talk
like
about being you talk about me going after you, and I've heard you say that twice now.
I can go after Tom. Tom can take it. He's a big boy.
Okay.
Right, Tom?
Yeah, it's fine.
You hope Newcastle makes top 4. All I care is Arsenal finishes above everybody if they have a chance.
Yeah, so. But do we really want Newcastle in the top 4? Because they're going to be in the top 4 for the next 20 years, probably.
They'll be in the top 4 until Saudi Arabia decides, no, actually, I don't fancy using football to make us look good anymore.
Yeah.
What to be like?
You know
about
that's
20
true,
years?
Gary. You know that's true, Gary.
Well, we'll see. Yeah. I guess we'll see about that. But yeah, if it's only about money, then Liverpool wouldn't have won, right? And we know Leicester wouldn't have won. So it's not that it gives you the best odds. It doesn't guarantee you the wins. You know what I mean? So
it means you're likely to not. It means you're likely to not get relegated.
Yeah, no, I mean, and that's kind of why when last January came.
Gary, are you still there?
I don't have my screen. Things just I don't know why that happened on my side here, but yeah. So Mr. Tom,
it froze on Gary pulling the face. I imagine he pulled in and Ketty scored.
I was happy for that. What are you talking about? If you're watching me,
you looked happy when it froze.
Oh, okay. I don't know. So, Mr. Tom, we're gonna head out of here. It is that time. So, Mr. Tom, what do you guys say to the people as we head out of here?
I've actually ate most of these, Chris. Surprising.
Are you sure you don't want to re-edit your Chris?
Let the man talk. It's not your turn. You get your chance.
Shut your fucking mouth for once, Tony. Anyway, excuse my language. Thank you everyone for supporting the show. As always, nice to see some new faces come through the doors. Yeah, I think that's fair to say. Yeah, thanks for the support, especially the people in England, such as Riddy, Ryan, for example,
Yeah,
who
Chris Nix
appeared at
joined us.
1:54 a.m. Yeah,
Yeah.
Chris Nix as well. So you've appeared at 1:54 a.m. to watch two guys and someone sat with a bunch of penguins. Yeah. Are we doing a show before New Year's Eve?
I don't know about that
Or-
one. That might be one. That might be a little tough. So we shall see. I
Right.
will.
So if that's not the case, I'd like to wish everyone Happy New Year and thank you for supporting the show in the year 2022. And I hope the show could go from strength to strength in 2023.
Yeah. I'll let you know, but because that is there's a game at 12:30, I believe. Arsenal is playing at 12:30, so and it is New Year's Day, New Year's Eve. So we will see about a show. I like to keep shows going, but that is a tough day and stuff to do all that.
I'll
So
say it again on Saturday if I have to. It's fine.
no problem.
But yeah, thank you for your support, obviously. And Tony's itching to say something, obviously.
Yeah. So as Lolo says here, it'd be nice if Leeds has a good closeout of the year, getting points in both matches. But Tony,
Well, even put me higher up on
Tony-
the leaderboard
Tony-
on Ray's upset challenge.
let's talk to the people.
Yeah, thank you, Miss Molina, for the thoughts on my health. Tomorrow I get to go in, get the stitches out on my shoulder, and I get to go straight in and get muscle biopsies, which is going to take an hour. So, not sure how many different places are poking needles on that. Then I get MRI on my right shoulder, see how soon I have to wait to have surgery on it. But as always, we come here for the interaction of the people here. That's why I went through podcast withdrawal. It's nice interacting with everybody. Nice interacting with you guys. And hopefully we finish off the year good. Hopefully the new year brings health to everybody and a better year.
True. Thank you. And once again, thank you again for everybody for joining us. Let's give a little rundown
You
as we
should
get out
put
of
the
here.
Streamlong. Gary, can you put a StreamYard link in case anyone did want to come in?
Yeah, I can do that. So if you do want,
sorry, it just entered my head.
if you do want to join us, if you just want to join us at the end, in the back room, and you can join us. But like I say, thank you to everybody.
Stolen from Lolo.
And everybody, ready? Welcome, ready and Ray, the assembled. We got Miss Molina joined us. Ray Anderson joined us. Ray from Arsenal Fan Circle joined us. Of course, there's a Tony Turner always in here. I think I said Riddy, Stefan, Colonel. Welcome, Chris.
Don't forget about Ryan, Mr. Watch Along.
Ryan joined us right at the end there. Thanks for joining us along with Lolo. And I think I got everybody there. But thank you for joining us again. Hopefully, we'll see. This might be the last show of the year. I will let you know. But we'll see you again, definitely in the new year. Maybe New Year's Day, I guess. We'll see. Is it New Year's Day? I don't even know. It'll be New Year's Day. I don't remember. So we'll see about the shows because of the holidays and whatnot. But we'll get into that then. But if anything else, we will have a happy New Year. We'll see you then. And life is a journey. Don't waste the trip. Enjoy the ride. And we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for joining us. And if you want to join us in the back room, you can. We're just gonna stop the show here, but I will talk to you later.
Let's see if Derek Two's still alive or not.
On Wednesday, say happy birthday to Mr. Tom. He's probably gonna get another Derek. So we'll see how that all pans out.
Hopefully he doesn't get another.
Hopefully.
All right, but we're out of here. Say goodbye, Tony.
Goodbye, Tony. Good night,
There you go.
Tony.
We'll talk to you guys on the next one.